to me, that's detrimental to someone's mental health, being with a Virgo when a Virgo is toxic, because it's just, it's bad news, bro. It's bad news.
They will eat you alive.
See it, I like it, I want it, I got it. I charge my crystals in a full moon. I want it, I got it.
I get everything I want because I attract.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Virgo Therapy, and we are now in session.
And in today's session, we're going to be asking the question, do Virgos leave a scar after a breakup?
I'll say this. I'll say that I think that it's even one of those things where the Virgo is already, toxic. They already toxic and got some, toxicity with them, where that's just them. So you just, you're clinging to them and you want to be with them and all that, but the whole time they're toxic, so they just completely mess you up. Or is a thing where the Virgo was started off cool and you did something to them, and then now we go off on you and just leave a bad scar on you when we leave. Like we just go out with a bang. But you know how we are with us, where we just, when we in our relationships and with our people, we pick them apart so much. So do you think they could perceive that as a bad thing? Like, dang, when I was with them, like they really made me feel like this, that, and the third, like just low.
Hell yeah.
So do you think, but even though we're not, trying to, do that in a toxic way or make nobody feel low, but it's just of the things we require from our partners.
All right, I guess it depends on who that person is, right? So if a Virgo comes and they have all these demands, maybe, the person will realize in the very beginning, before it gets like too deep where you can scar me, I'm going to exit out of this. Like, I understand, like, whatever it is, like, I don't feel like I'll be able to live up to what you want out of me. So I'm going to exit now. But if for some reason you choose to, because maybe it's something about a Virgo, like you want to get them to a point, because, like Virgo, we chill. You know what I'm saying? We're not showing too many of our cards. We ain't showing too much of our emotions. So, a person could like that in us, right? Yeah. After a certain time, they might get so wrapped up in us, and we're still nonchalant about them, or we're still not sure about them. We still don't want no commitment with them. And yes, that can harm like somebody's emotions. It could.
Oh, you're right. We definitely do that, because I feel like with us, I find that a lot of people, even when we just go into like communication with people and stuff like that, I find that a lot of people be really into us. And like I said in the previous video, we only like one in every 1,500 people.
Yeah.
So when they come on to us, it's like we looking at them as a friend, but they're really, really into us.
Yeah.
And then it's like when we let them know, like, no, this ain't that. Like, I ain't on you like that.
Right.
That could even scar them.
Yeah. And then we're not even talking about a relationship. At this time, it's just someone is courting you, right? Somebody has a crush on you. They might really, really like you and want you to be theirs. And if, Virgo is not in that headspace where they like want a relationship or ready for one, or they like their singledom or their alone time, it's like, it's not much that a person can do that will change the Virgo's mind, really. I mean, the other person could be jumping through hoops, and it's not making any type of impact on a Virgo, because like we're just we be having, I don't know, tunnel vision on certain things that we think is more important than this relationship or whatever. Like, I don't need to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
So there's that, but you also got once we're in a relationship. Now, granted, once we're in a relationship, like you said, or a lot of other Virgos, be like, I really, really fall hard, right? Really, really in love with you. So there's two ways I think that a Virgo could scar someone. Yes, on one hand, it's the toxic one, but then it's also the nice one, where when the Virgos switch off, it shocks them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you so good, you so sweet, you so nice to me. You know what I'm saying? And a Virgo is very accommodating and, can even cater to you.
Yep.
And, trying to be the perfect girlfriend to you, the perfect boyfriend to you. And then once a Virgo has had enough of something, or all of a sudden, the switches go off, that can harm, or not, I'm not going to say harm. that can scar their partner because they wasn't expecting it. All of a sudden, it's like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? This ain't what you normally do. That type of thing. So I think that could.
You think that could scar the partner though? But it's kind of like, that's one of those things where it's like, they know all along they be doing some stuff and we just been playing it cool all along, and then now it's like, all right, this your last draw. We not doing this. And then we just automatically click the switch. But why would that scar them? If anything,
like, don't underestimate the mentality of, I'm just going to throw that little cliched word out, narcissist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or someone who thinks that without a doubt, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I know for sure, like, I know this lady ain't going nowhere because she never did all these other times. I know she ain't going nowhere. I know I could do this or do that to him because he loves the ground I walk on. He's soft. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you switch to that other side of Virgo. Yes, that those people will continue to chase after you.
Yeah, I get it from that perspective, because like with them, it's like, that'll be something new for them because they probably so used to knowing how to control and know when they got a person. So for you to do the opposite of what they expecting is like, wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. Now you they got to figure out their whole game plan again. It's just like, I get that how.
And then it's like one of them things where you like, they regret. Now all of a sudden they appreciate all those good things. Oh, I'm probably going to never find nobody who loves me as much as you, who caters to me as much as you. And that can go on for a lifetime where it's like, you're the one that got away, and I've never found anyone to replace you. And that lives on people's heart for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to hold you. That type of love that, a Virgo has the potential to give someone, that sticks with people.
Yes, for a lifetime. That's why I tell you, like, we are the type of people, if you lose us, it's a lifetime. And you're not finding us again. I can promise you that. 100%, you're not going to find another person. You might get with somebody, you might be a little bit happy, you might think it's cool, but they're never going to be us. And you're going to always compare them to us. So I definitely feel like that could scar you. Because a lot of people walk around like that. Yeah, this is miserable and mad because they know they're never going to have that person again ever in life.
So that's some truth. There's truth to that in a lot of people's love story. I had someone, it don't necessarily have to be Virgo, but we know how Virgos come. Yeah. But I had someone, they was really, really good to me. I wasn't ready for them because they were so good, whatever the case is. And one day, out of nowhere, they decide, without consulting me, to be done with me. You know what I'm saying? And that just, it's like you pull a rug from under my feet and all of a sudden I'm losing my damn marbles. Yeah. People didn't expect that. So yes, that way also, I think a Virgo could leave a scar on someone and in that way it would be forever. You can leave a scar on people forever. But yeah, on the flip side, there is the negative. There's a negative where I think I had experiences like that where I wasn't the not so good person in a relationship, and just how, Virgo can tend to come off when they're not in their good spaces. You know what I'm saying? So the negative side of a Virgo is very, judgmental, very critical, very, very critical, very petty and picky when we're irritated, when things ain't going our way. You know what I'm saying? We can shut down easily. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So now your partner is not getting the emotion they want from you because I closed off. I'm closed off now. So that also stick with people, because if they really, really love you, they want to be who you want them to be. And then if anything they give you, a Virgo like, nah, that ain't good enough. Yeah. No, I don't like that. No, this, this. I'm complaining about this, complaining about that. That sticks with people. And then, their self-esteem could be like, just diminished by staying with a Virgo. When a Virgo is in their negative, element, their negative space, that's detrimental to me. That's detrimental to someone's mental health, being with a Virgo when a Virgo is toxic, because it's just it's bad news, bro. It's bad news.
They will eat you alive.
It is like the Virgo will come with words that they just can't take back. Like, it's so low. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's so low. It's like you can really break a person apart.
I agree with that, because I've been seeing that a lot in the comments. They be saying like how sometimes they're in their relationships and their partners is like, basically like one girl mentioned like her brother was like, stop playing with me because it's like you so nonchalant, you ain't showing this enough, or you're not clingy enough, or you're not. But it's not that we even purposely do that. We not about to be all up on you like that. We got our moments when we want to be all lovey dovey and be all on you, and then we got our moments. All right, back up, bro. Like just back up. Like where we not gonna be all up in your face and just doing the most. We not doing that. And I get that for men, you know, of course they want that. They want you to be all lovey dovey, this, and third. But we're gonna give you enough space because it's like we need our space. It's vital for us. Not that we doing nothing against you, but you know, it's for us and our well being. If you want us to potentially be good and stay good to you, that give us that space. But even that alone could scar somebody because it's like, why they so distant? So why they so, you know, why they like this? I ain't never experienced this before, but it's not like it's nothing personal. It's just our makeup.
Yeah. Because like in other videos we had like, are you strong enough to be with one?
Yeah. And that alone, like being strong enough to be with us, because it's like we are the type of people, if you want to be in a relationship with us, even a friendship, whatever, it's just like you can't come and then just do, you know, just the slightest little things. For us, it's just like we expect the best in every area. Like, that ain't good enough. Yeah, you did it, but you should have did it this way, and this is how I wanted it done. And if it's not like that, it's like we not accepting it. But we still feel like we want to know that you really valued us, that you really paid attention to us, that you really heard us when we mentioned something or, you know, brought something to your attention, that you really paid attention to all our details. We look more so into that.
Yeah.
So when we know that you paid attention, that means more to us.
Yeah.
But if we feel like you just did something, you just did it real quick, it's like, no, bro, that's not good enough. We're not accepting that.
Yeah. I agree.
So that could scar people because it's like, yo, if I would have did this for the girl down the street, she would accept, well, go to the girl down the street because that ain't good enough here. And I feel like we do that because we know how much we going to give to you. We willing to return that same energy back to you.
And but then, you know, on the flip side, where a Virgo can just be the bad guy in the relationship. You know, we're not violent, but our verbal abuse is just sometimes it's just it could be really, really crazy. Like, you know,
we gotta question ourselves sometimes. Like, dang, I could have said that a little better, but
bruh, like I really didn't. Like, I really did not have to just call his mom. That, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to say that to him.
Yo, when you make us mad, listen, anything gonna fly off our tongue. Like anything. Like don't take us to that point. Because once we there, we really gonna go there with you. Like we don't care. We'll talk about your mother. We'll talk about your child. I mean, we don't care.
Anything. We'll talk about that bald spot in the back. You.
We gonna talk about stuff we know you self-conscious about. We gonna hit you below the belt if you take us there, because it take us a long time to get there. So if we there, listen, you shouldn't have took me there.
Yeah, we don't give a F at that part. Yeah, at that point. We really don't. So we can also, with that, it could be like, and especially like if it's like a long term. So like the person that we're with just took this just verbal lashing just for year after year after year. And, you know, another thing is that the way that we are most of the time, people do respect what we say. So we're going to say the truth. That's why it hurts even more, because of the truth, what she's saying. So it's such a sting. It's such a sting that when they do leave the relationship, a person do have to rebuild their self-esteem, like work on things. Because it's like, you know, this person used to, you know, make me feel like I was just, my body wasn't too good for them. They didn't like the way I dressed. They didn't like the way I wore my hair. They didn't think I was as smart as them. They did, and that can hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But
really with us, I feel like we are people, we gonna make you question yourself. Everything that you think is right with you, we gonna make you double think about it. Like, dang, well, maybe I am a little messed up here. Not saying like in a bad way, like make you like feel like you don't know yourself, but in the sense of things that you thought was okay is really not okay. But we're gonna give you something to think about, like, dang, so this really a thing? Like this really, I thought this was, I was cool in this area, but apparently you not. But we're gonna make you look at yourself. And that's the thing that hurt, because ain't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody feel like want to do that. Because once you guys start looking at yourself, now you know you gotta go through that little healing journey, and people be thinking that healing journey is just, oh, I'm going to the park and I'm about to write in my book and I'm about to. No.
Yeah.
You're gonna be boo-hooing, crying, snotty nose, all that. Like, and don't nobody be wanting to face that.
Yeah.
Don't nobody be trying to go down that road. So that's why so many people avoid it.
Yeah.
But when you deal with us, we gonna take you there. So if you ain't ready to go there, then Virgo ain't who you want to deal with.
No, you don't. So on like one side, a person can leave that thinking like, I've learned a lot, so I'm going to take what that person said and I'm going to rebuild myself, and good things can come out of that.
Yeah.
But then also, not so good things where it's like you really mess with a person's, self-image or whatever, and that is never good. So, if you're someone, you like what they call them, cross watchers.
Oh, yeah. She watching them terror videos, y'all. She better chill.
Cross watchers. if these cross watchers are watching this video, then you should be, if you come across a Virgo and they showing you any type of red flags, abort. Abort. Get out of there. Get out of there. Especially if you're a woman dating a Virgo man. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of there. I'm not saying that women isn't terrible, because they are terrible, and they can be. A woman can be terrible with her mouth as well. But I know how men are affected, or how women become affected by their mates more than men do. Women are more emotionally tied to their mate, right? So anything that their mate say, because they love their mate so much, it's like everything that their mate say is law. It might be God. You know what I'm saying? So even if what they're saying to the woman is not true and it's coming from a terrible place, a woman is just going to still eat it up, and it's hard for her to, so if you are a woman and you're dating a Virgo man, and just straight he start telling you like he wants you to dress a certain way and he don't like the way certain is, you're best to go on about your business. Go about your business and go somewhere else, because that ain't what you want. That's not what you want. That's not what you want at all. No. You're talking about a scar. That'd be such a scar. You have so many mental, emotional scars when you leave.
So much trauma and all that you gotta rebuild yourself up from. But yeah, I think for the most part, like you said, like if they come in the gate and they seem like they toxic, definitely a huge red flag. But I feel like for the most part, I don't know. You know how they always say the men, they vicious. So men are already manipulative and mind FU and all that. So it's just like with Virgo, we can really be dangerous because of how our mind already is wired.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like for us, we are for the most part people that we gonna do you good, we're gonna do right by you. But when you do us wrong, then it's like, now we're gonna get you.
There you go. That's the word.
We're gonna get you.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get you back.
Yeah. Might be now, it might be later, but we gonna get you.
2 years, 3 years, 4 years, we don't know.
But we gonna get you.
We gonna get you back.
Yep.
All right, guys. Yeah. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see y'all on the next video.
And that's a wrap, y'all.